But I wish to repeat that we must get it 100% right in the Federal Capital Territory. And with the kind of people that I've seen here, with their experience in having handled previous elections in the FCT, there will be no excuses. You have no excuses to give the headquarters wreck. Yes. And in turn, we have no excuses to give Nigerians. Are you assuring me that we'll get it right?
By the grace of God.
Are you assuring me that the FCT Area Council election will be once more affirmation of our commitment to credible elections?
By the grace of God.
Okay, if we fail us, matters will arise.
We will not fail by the grace of God. Okay. We will fail by
So thank you very much. For us, it is exactly 16 days to election day. We have 2 weeks and 2 days. So we have begun the countdown for the 2022 Area Council election. So there will be a series of activities going forward. This is the first. Next, we will drill down to the level of the wards. We will visit the wards and engage with the EOs and their staff on the actual preparations on the ground, so to speak, rather than just the briefings that we are going to hear from you today or that we have been receiving from the resident electoral commissioner. The FCT has 6 area councils and therefore will elect 6 chairmen or chairwomen. And then we have 62 wards. Each of the 6 area councils has 10 wards except for AMAC, which has 12. And each ward is a constituency for the election of councillors. So in all, there will be returns for 68 constituencies, made up of 6 chairmen or chairwomen and 62 councillors. So it's a big election in its own way. So I look forward to interacting with you at this meeting. For us, we have done everything that we are supposed to do in terms of preparations. What remains is for me to hear from you and to assure the voters in the Federal Capital Territory that we have set the standard for conducting credible elections in Nigeria. The FCT Area Council election 2022 will not lower the bar. If anything, you will see an enhanced conduct of credible elections in the federal capital. Just like previous elections, at least the last 2, we are going to deploy the bimodal voter accreditation system for the election. And very soon, Chidi, is it tomorrow or Friday? By Friday, we should finish the configuration. We'll finish configuration of the beavers for all the polling units in the FCT by Friday. We have the requisite number of staff. We have trained them. We have the requisite number of RA technical support that will respond in the event of glitches on election day. We have made adequate transportation arrangements so that the RATEX will be able to move around on election day in case their services are required. And just like previous elections, we'll upload the results for the area council elections in real time from the polling units. And then when we declare, we'll also do so not just for the area council chairman, but also for the councillors. We have 475 candidates in the FCT, nominated by the 18 political parties. Actually, 17, one party is not participating. 17 political parties out of 18 are participating in elections across the board. And we have 475 candidates therefore competing for 68 positions in the FCT. We have already published the names of the candidates by area councils, actually by constituencies. You will see the number of political parties participating in each constituency. And the sensitive material has been customized by the number of parties participating. So in some area councils have more political parties, in other area councils you have less number of political parties.
Similarly, the voter register has been printed and soft copies presented to all the political parties. In all the 6 area councils, in fact, in all the 5 area councils, the collection of the PBC is going on, and people are trooping in by the day to collect them, except for AMAC. In Abuja Municipal, instead of having only one center, which is the area council headquarters, we have 2 centers. Because a lot of residents of AMAC, they live this side. So when the national chairman came last time, he graciously gave approval for us to renovate that office. That office is still being utilized. As we talk now, the BBCs are collected in that center. So we have 2 centers in AMAC. One at Karu, which is the AMAC headquarters, and other sub-office here in Area 10, where people come and collect their BBCs. An analysis of the CBR shows that a total number of 21,500 males and 21,478 females were captured. In FCT, in this voting exercise, we were able to have more number of men than women as against the women who are in FCT. With regards to people living with disability, because of the new motto of inclusivity, statistics show that 44 albinos were registered. And those blind people, 18, cognitive or learning disabilities, 8, deaf people, 14, physically impaired people, 55, Down syndrome, 4, little stature, 4, spinal cord injury, 2, and others, 87. All this in a bid to ensure inclusivity. You may recall the expanded voter access to polling units that was constructed in April 2021, as a result of which polling units rose from 871 to 2,822. The voter breaches, we have already said, has been given to, delivered to the political parties in a very well-attended ceremony by all the political parties on the 12th of January this year. As part of our own arrangement, the national headquarters opened a portal for the recruitment of our essential stakeholders in this election, that is the ad hoc staff. This was opened on the 6th December and closed on the 22nd of December, but extended to January 6th, due to the holidays, in order to allow many people to apply. A number of portals were also opened by the headquarters for easy access, notably among them the CBR portal, the EMC desk, ERM, the Observer, media practitioners, ad hoc staff, political party agents. All these will apply through the portals when it is harvested, when it is concluded. They will collect them here, and the EPM and other relative departments will take care of it. As part of the preparation, we have engaged in several stakeholders meetings, more especially at the area councils. As of now, the area councils have held, stakeholders meeting with all the security agencies. They have held their own small excess because it's not as expanded as here, but they were able to hold that meeting. Inclusive also, they were able to engage and hold interactive session with all the traditional rulers and all the market women, all the religious leaders, and all the other critical stakeholders in their areas. They have also engaged and held meetings with the National Union of Road Transport Workers and NARDO, with the VIO and Federal Road Safety Corps, in order to make proper arrangement, on the issue of their transportation. and other CSOs. As part of the preparation also in the FCT, we have started training. After the portal, after we harvested the number of people, for example, we needed 11,700 ad hoc staff, but we harvested 5% contingency in order to make sure that all of them are trained. So we had about 12,700 ad hoc staff who are going to engage and participate in this training. Out of them, if there is any other shortfall from any other reason, we'll be able to easily harvest, especially people that underwent the same training as those that are going to participate. So if there is any shortfall for any reason at all, we are going to harvest from a list that actually attended all our trainings. Training of the SPO will hold on the 31st to 1st of January, and others will follow. Even yesterday, the institute, held a training for all the EOs with IFS, preparatory for this election. I want to assure all of us here about the level of financial preparedness. I want to take this opportunity to express our appreciation here in the FCT to the Honorable National Chairman, the Commission, because not only that we have received financial support for this election, but funds that will enable us to conduct this election has since been disbursed to us. It has been in our account, and most of what they in fact, it has also been taken to the EOs at the grassroots. All the allowances for our ad hoc staff, which we are going to give them on a Friday 11th in the night, is already in the account of the EOs. Their allowances, which we are going to give them after the completion of this job, is in our account. We will harvest their details and account details after the training, so that at the end of the exercise, we pay them through their bank account. We have had a lot of engagement with members of the officials of the NYSC, because during the 2019 election, we had a very nasty experience where ad hoc staff gave their names and gave different account numbers. This really frustrated our effort in order to pay them their dues, and people misconstrued as if INEC was lagging or was not unwilling or the funds has gone somewhere. It didn't. It went to the bank 2, 3, 4 times until when I advanced this to the Honorable Chairman, and we deviated from the issue of payment to the bank and made arrangement with NYSC, and then we turned it into a cash payment. All of them came eventually, those who gave account. So this time around, we have had a lot of engagement with NYSC in order to tell those who ad hoc staff to give proper addresses. We have received the members of the albino and people with disability in an engagement. We are, by the grace of God, first week of next month, we are going to have an interactive session with our traditional rulers, religious rulers, and we are going to specifically and specially before then hold stakeholders with all the INEC, FCT ambassadors. It comprises with a lot of market women, a lot of press, so that they can help us again, in our bid to reach people, to ensure that this election is peaceful and acceptable. We are also making preparation after all these engagements for an expanded stakeholders meeting, which is going to be addressed by the Honorable Chairman of the Commission.